I seen the poster for it maybe I think it was probably 3 or 4 days ago. I haven't given it a lot of thought, but you know, because I've been focusing on predictions. But now that I see it, I decided look up some news on it, how this come about or whatever. I'm talking. What I'm talking about is uh the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. Boxing exhibition for September 12th. It's going to be an 8 round fight. Uh, as far as the pay structure or anything, well, it's an exhibition. So, I mean, I don't know much about what happens behind the scenes for exhibitions because in MMA, I mean, it used to happen for sure in Japan, exhibition type matches or mismatches. Really, that's what you think of, like when you have a giant 7 foot tall guy versus Mirko Crow Cop, or a sumo wrestler fighting a lightweight. You know, but you know, you got the one of the scariest heavyweight champions, the youngest. I don't know if is he still the youngest or the is he still the guy who was the youngest heavyweight champion in history for Mike Tyson? Um, I don't follow boxing to that level to know that, but ferocious power, yeah. At his time for sure he was the youngest heavyweight champion of the world and one of the scariest punchers. One of the scariest punchers that's ever existed in heavyweight division in boxing history. Fighting probably the greatest boxer of all time, or the best boxer, however you want to look at it. Roy Jones Jr. is personally my favorite guy to watch when it comes to boxing. If I want to watch highlights, if I want to watch a boxing match, first name that comes to my mind, is Roy Jones Jr. Now, I've seen comments on this fight. A lot of people thinking Roy Jones Jr. is 100% in trouble and whatever. And for me, I wonder if some of that isn't um, just being a Mike Tyson fan. Now, his power is real. His speed for 54 years old is very real. He poses a lot of very dangerous problems. But things to keep in mind here for this fight is this is going to be Tyson's first boxing match in over a decade, maybe. He did exhibitions before and then quit and then, was having, was facing life in a rough way a little bit. But for Roy Jones Jr., his last boxing match was 2 years ago. He had been staying regular, if I could say the word right. Looks like the dude stays in the gym all the time. I mean, and if you notice, and well, before I get there, you look at the size of these two guys, they're about the same height. Roy being, an inch taller, and with a 3 inch advantage, 2.5 inch reach advantage. Wait, 71 and 74. So like a 2.5 inch reach advantage, something like that, for Roy Jones Jr. And then their styles, like that's a rough style for Roy Jones Jr. Don't get me wrong, especially the pressure of Tyson and Roy's defense has not been historically the best. But Roy likes to fight with his reach, and he's sneaky. He's very sneaky with his left hook. It's a closer fight than people think it's going to be. Especially the longer the fight goes, if Roy is still there, it's only going to get better for Roy. So, you know, it should be an interesting fight. Let me know what y'all think about this fight in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe because I got more content coming. And until next time, we'll see you.